Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at Kamala Harris and the state of North Carolina. As of recently, there have been many scandals released regarding Mark Robinson, the Republican nominee for governor of North Carolina. Robinson is the current lieutenant governor, and he has been endorsed by Donald Trump many times to become the next governor of North Carolina. Not only is he endorsed by Trump, but he is also Trump's biggest supporter. Trump, on the other hand, has praised him in various ways, stating that he is Martin Luther King Jr. on steroids. Even before the releasing of the scandals, Mark Robinson was already down by double digits to the Democratic nominee Josh Stein in the gubernatorial race. And now, after these major scandals have been released, which has even led to 4 of his major staff members resigning, Mark Robinson is practically doomed in his gubernatorial race, and he is practically guaranteed to lose by a landslide. With Mark Robinson out of the way, the big question is, how will this affect Donald Trump and his chances of winning the key battleground state against Kamala Harris? For some historical context, the Democrats lost the state of North Carolina by 1.3% in 2020 in an election they were frankly looking quite good in. Throughout its history, North Carolina has always been a very close state, typically voting Republican by a very slight margin except for Obama in 2008. On the gubernatorial hand, however, the Democrats have always performed pretty well in North Carolina, with Roy Cooper winning his re-election by 4%. With strong statewide performances, the Democratic Party really hoped to lead their presidential candidate, Joe Biden, to an electoral college victory in North Carolina, which simply didn't happen in 2020. However, when you take a look at the race now, when Josh Stein is favored by 10 to 13% even before the scandal, Kamala Harris is looking very good in this state. A key point to realize about the Mark Robinson scandals are that his actions not only tie to himself and his own election campaign, as in the past he has had strong relationships with Donald Trump, with Trump featuring him in many of his rallies in North Carolina, with Trump also showing his strong support and endorsement towards the lieutenant governor in his race. With these new major scandals out, voters are going to be tempted to vote against Mark Robinson, and because of his tie with Donald Trump, this might also hurt Trump's chances in this crucial state. Today, Democrats from the Kamala Harris campaign have already created an ad on the comments Mark Robinson made and tying them with Donald Trump. In response to this, Donald Trump stated that Mark Robinson is not welcome at him or JD Vance's rallies anymore, and he will also not be campaigning alongside him in these last 40 days before the 2024 election. However, as coverage of these scandals enters the Kamala Harris airways and more people learn about them, the association between Donald Trump and Mark Robinson will become clear. This will, in many ways, harm Donald Trump throughout North Carolina due to many of Mark Robinson's comments being directed towards specific groups of people. Taking a look at the polls between Josh Stein and Mark Robinson, we see that Stein was comfortably leading into double digits even before the scandal, and we can just imagine how much he'll be leading by once coverage of these scandals reaches its full. If Stein were to win this election by a landslide, chances are that Harris will have the edge here against Trump. Last election, when Governor Roy Cooper won by only 4%, the Democrats were only 1.3% off from carrying North Carolina. And this time, with Josh Stein expected to win by double digits, we can just imagine the surge Kamala Harris will gain from this. Taking a look at the newest poll released in North Carolina, conducted just before the releasement of these scandals, we see that Kamala Harris leads by 1. And keep in mind that this does not include the scandals and the detrimental effect it has on the Donald Trump campaign. For the coming weeks, as we get more data in North Carolina right before the election, we should get a good picture of who is favored to win, but my prediction for right now is that Harris is going to surge after these scandals, and she is very likely to win the state of North Carolina. Taking a look at this from a bigger picture, if Harris were to win North Carolina, it would put her in a very good position to win the 2024 election. However, as of now, North Carolina remains neck and neck with Harris slightly in the lead, but her numbers are expected to surge in these coming few weeks. If you guys enjoyed this video and would like to see more in-depth analysis on other key battleground states, please subscribe to my channel for more election content and more election predictions. I will also be posting 2024 election map predictions where I go over all 50 states and how they are likely to vote according to the polls. For now, this is Inside Politics, and I will see you guys in the next video.